Hey CJ, Ben here, just looking at your swing and doing some video analysis work, some things to work on during the winter and going into next spring, and just wanted to go over those with you to put a couple lines on some things and talk about some things to take you down frame by frame a little bit here. So let's talk about it. In regards to your setup and your start, everything looks pretty good. You like to start nice and tall and then drop down and go into your load and your stride. You do get a little bit of a separation in your back, in your hands, which is good. A couple things I would work on. First thing to do is talk about your land foot. Your land foot does open up a little bit. You can see on this front foot here, it begins to open up. So as I go back and forth with this frame by frame, make sure that front foot, that thing's going to stay a little bit nice and closed. You can see that heel more towards points towards going this way, and right now of your swing, you probably want that heel more going towards this other cage over here. And what that's going to do is it's going to keep this kind of knee inside of our feet. Right now, if I draw a straight line from that knee, it kind of goes down to your foot. And what you want to do is if this heel is turned out, if this front heel is more turned towards this other cage, then it's going to make your knee be more inside of your feet, which is where we want it to be. So something to work on as I go into your stride. You can see right now, right as you land, you can see that if I draw a line, it's really good. That knee stays inside of your feet, and that's really where you want it. But as I keep going with my swing, you can see that knee drifts up forward, and now I got a straight line going down to my foot. And then what that does is that transfers the power and things into my upper body, and that's going to really take away power for you. So make sure it's just as you stride that you keep that knee inside of our feet, and I don't begin to open it up right there and then transfer that knee up front, because that's going to take away a lot of my power. At contact, you're in pretty good shape. Knees are a little close together. You probably want some more separation in our knees. As you see right there, they're pretty close. But as you take this stride foot and you put it out in front a little bit more for this stride foot, maybe put it out here a little bit more with that heel more that way, that's going to have more space in between our knees, and that's going to create some more power for you as a hitter. Line is pretty good right here. You do have a tendency, as I keep going with our swing, you keep coming up to the front foot as I hit, and you kind of finish up in front. Just get in the habit of finishing more in the middle of our body. You're out over your front foot. So what's going to happen is if you get full and you get out in front, then you're going to have a tendency to be perfectly in the middle, or you're going to be too far forward. So at this point of our swing, try to have it to where you were at contact. Try to stay there, because as you swing, once your front foot lands, then you don't want to transfer a ton more into the baseball. You want to get yourself loaded up, but once your front foot lands and takes a step and goes down, then you begin to rotate into the baseball and hit against a firm front side, and just make sure we don't come up at the end and really finish, because that's going to get our timing off. When our timing is off, you'll have a tendency to cheat and get out in front, because at contact you look pretty good, but try to hold your finish right there. If I draw just a line straight up, try to keep that finish. You can see that head goes more towards the front, and then my angle changes down to the ground. So I think it'd be really good for you to just focus on trying to finish and holding your finish, to really staying back, to staying inside of our feet. It's going to make a big difference as you get towards these larger fields and that type of thing. Here again, this one's really pretty good at contact. Again, I would like to see a little bit more of a stride out with that back heel going more towards the cage, and that's going to get more space in between our knees there. That's going to give you more power and more weight behind the ball. And let's see at the end, you can see how we kind of came up over towards that front knee. If I draw from your nose kind of a line down, you can see we're pretty far forward, and what you want to do is you want to stay back and just keep your head in the middle part of my body. But by striding out a little bit farther out in front and turning your foot angle to keep it closed and firm and closed, it's going to really help you stay back and be a more consistent hitter and add some more power to your swing. Very nice left-handed swing. Got those kind of lanky arms, nice and relaxed. I do like that. And so there's a lot of good things going for you on your swing. That one needs a little bit better. You can see at contact, you stayed nice. You got some good angles in our feet. Knees are still close together a little bit. I think if you just bring this stride foot out here a little bit more and have that heel facing that way just to close off that front side a little bit more. It's nice. It's decently closed on this one than before. And let's see if you stay back or if you slide up. See when you hit how at the end you kind of slide that head forward. Just get in the habit of holding your finish and not getting your head up there, because if your timing's going to be off, you're going to be there either way. So really have a cautious effort in practice to really keep that head back. So those are kind of the things that I would focus on. You can do those on the tee. You can do those if you're hitting off a machine and just focus in at the end and finish your swing. But just keep that front side closed. Angle your foot position for your landing foot. Make sure at contact and at the finish where you kind of keep your head inside of our body, and you got a lot of things going for you. So best of luck coming up this winter, and we'll chat soon.